The Sokoto State Police Command has confirmed the arrest of 2 of its officers allegedly involved in the kidnapping of minors in the state. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development has disclosed plans to review the rates of mining licenses and other fees payable by mining operators in the country. This was disclosed in a statement signed by the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake's Special Assistant on Media, Segun Tomori. Speaking during a consultative meeting with stakeholders in Abuja, the minister stated that the plan would enhance the government's capacity to reposition the mining sector effectively. Alake solicited stakeholders' support for the fee increase and highlighted ongoing reforms to combat illegal mining and protect legitimate miners. The Miners Association of Nigeria expressed support for the reforms but urged the government to ensure that the new fee rates are affordable for operators. At number 2, the Minister of State for Environment, Asiak Salako, has confirmed that the Ministry of Works applied for the Environmental and Social Impact Assessment (ESIA) of the 700 km Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway last December. He stated that the ministry received preliminary impact assessment certification for site clearance and scoping for compensation before commencing the project. Salako made this known during a ministerial press briefing in Abuja to commemorate the 2024 World Press Freedom Day. Nigerians criticized the Minister of Works, David Umahi, for downplaying the ESIA aspect of the 15 trillion naira Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project during a stakeholders meeting in Lagos. The ESIA report evaluates the environmental impact of a plan before proceeding with it, including how compensation will be administered. Salako stated that necessary approvals were granted for the project in phases, given its magnitude. At number 3, the Governor of Abia State, Alex Otti, has approved the constitution of a Security Advisory Council and Security Trust Fund for the state. The approval was disclosed in a release issued on Friday by the Governor's Chief Press Secretary, Kaze Oko. According to the release, former Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Azubike Ihejuka, is appointed as the chairman of the Security Advisory Council. Other members of the council include DIG Uche Ivy Okoronkwo as the vice chairman and Navy Comrade MacDonald Uba as the secretary. Chief Stanley Obiamari has been appointed as the chairman of the Security Trust Fund. The trust fund will also include members such as Owele Greg Okafor, Mrs. Ngozi Ekoma, Chief Johnson Chukwu, Mrs. Josephine Nweze, Mrs. Nkechi Obi, and Mr. Bank Anthony Okorafo. Their appointments take immediate effect. At number 4, the Enugu State House of Assembly has set up an ad hoc committee to establish practical measures to regulate the activities of masquerades in the state. This follows the abuse of a female nurse, Miss Blessing Obuna, by a group of masquerades in Ihe Owerri, Nsukka local government area of the state. The setting up of the ad hoc committee on Thursday in Enugu followed a motion moved by Mr. Malachi Onyechi to address the abuse of human rights, threats to life, and destruction of properties by masquerades in Nsukka West constituency. The lawmaker also condemns the act of blocking roads, thereby preventing workers like nurses and essential service from performing their duties. The committee seeks to harmonize practices, rules of engagement, and cultural exhibitions to prevent abuse while ensuring fair treatment for all parties involved. At number 5, the Sokoto State Police Command has confirmed the arrest of 2 of its officers allegedly involved in the kidnapping of minors in the state. ASP Ahmad Rufai, the command's spokesperson, identified the officers as ASP Kulu and another officer named Elizabeth. They were arrested by the FCT Police Command for allegedly abducting 5 children, including a less than 2-week-old baby girl. The suspects were apprehended while traveling from Sokoto to Abuja in an 18-seater commercial bus after passengers noticed that the custodians of the children could not breastfeed them during the journey. The suspects and victims were transferred and handed over to the Sokoto State Police Command from the FCT Police Command for further investigation. Among those abducted were 3 toddlers under the age of 2 and a 5-year-old named Asmau Yau, who was reportedly abducted while on her way to an Islamia school in Sokoto. At number 6, the Nigerian Army has begun the recruitment application process for non-tradesmen and women, with the application period running from May 3rd to June 7th, 2024. The Army announced on its official X account Friday that the application is free and warned against fraudsters. It added that applicants must meet various criteria, including being Nigerian citizens, medically fit, and possessing a minimum of 4 passes in not more than 2 sittings in WASC, GCE, NACO, and NAPTEP. Applicants must also possess a trade test and city and guild certificate. Interested candidates are advised to visit the Nigerian Army Recruitment's website to complete the online registration process. At number 7, the Nigerian Meteorological Agency NiMet has forecasted a mix of cloudiness and sunshine across Nigeria from Friday to Sunday. NiMet Weather Outlook, released on Thursday in Abuja, forecast sunny skies in a hazy atmosphere on Friday over the northern region, with the exception of Taraba State, where pockets of clouds could be visible during the forecast period. The southern region will see a cloudy atmosphere with morning thunderstorms in parts of Cross River and Akwa Ibom states, with isolated thunderstorms later in the day in several southern states. NiMet advised the public to take precautions for strong winds preceding rain in areas where thunderstorms are likely, and for airline operators to get updated weather reports for effective planning. At number 8, French members of parliament, MPs, are pushing for the 2024 Paris Olympics to be free from English influence. In a resolution adopted on Thursday, the lower house of parliament urged organizers of the 2024 Paris Games, athletes, trainers, and journalists to use French as much as possible. According to AFP, this resolution reflects ongoing concerns about the erosion of the French language, highlighted by campaigns and slogans in English. Despite efforts like the 1994 Tuban law mandating the use of French, English terms continue to infiltrate French, especially in global sports events. Otti, the conservative sponsor of the resolution, expressed alarm about fellow French officials using English terms in their communication, sparking debates about cultural identity and language preservation. At number 9, the Brazilian Civil Defense Agency disclosed that the death toll from heavy rains in the southern part of the country has climbed to 29, with at least 60 people missing. According to Brazilian authorities, a state of emergency has been declared as the rescue team intensifies search for dozens of people reported to be missing. Daily Post reports that soldiers and rescue teams have been working tirelessly to free families trapped in their homes and those stranded on rooftops in a bid to escape rising waters. Federal authorities have deployed resources including aircraft, vehicles, and boats to aid in relief efforts. The heavy rains have led to the destruction of infrastructure, cutting off entire communities, and prompting authorities to advise against traveling along state highways and to urge those in at-risk areas to evacuate. Finally, at number 10, the United States job growth slowed in April, with non-farm payrolls increasing by 175,000 jobs, below economists' expectations of 243,000. According to Reuters, the unemployment rate rose slightly to 3.9%, remaining below 4% for the 27th consecutive month. Wage growth also moderated, with wages increasing 3.9% in the 12 months through April, down from 4.1% in March. Reuters reports that despite these figures, it is unlikely that the Federal Reserve will start cutting interest rates before September, as the labor market remains tight and wage growth is consistent with the Fed's 2% inflation target. The Fed had previously left its benchmark interest rate unchanged, and financial markets expect the easing cycle to begin in September. That's it on what's happening. You can join the conversation on our website at www.rootstv.ng. Follow us on social media at Roots TV and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Roots TV Nigeria. Thank you for watching. I am Frances Otti.